Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to talk to you about the energy of spending money. And primarily, I want to ask you, how do you feel when you're spending money? Do you feel joyful, excited, expecting that the money is going to come back to you? Or do you maybe have a bit of unease, sense of guilt when you're growing your business and clients are coming in and maybe the money is not yet overflowing? How do you feel? One of my clients asked me this question last week, and I thought, you know what? I think everybody needs to learn this. So there's a principle called law of circulation that I've learned over the period of working with Bob Proctor. And law of circulation states that money needs to circulate. It needs to be spent and earned freely all the time. And typically what happens, I've had so many situations in my life where I spent money on something that was quite expensive and matched maybe my big worthy goal. I remember the first time I went on a business class flight. And intuitively, I felt that this is what I want to do next in order to experience the lifestyle that I want to have when all my goals are being fulfilled. But I remember I was so petrified. In fact, my finger was shaking like that, spending my ex-corporate salary on a flight. I was just like, I just couldn't justify it. But at the same time, intuitively, I knew that it was the right step to fulfill my goals. I needed to start experiencing living like the person who has my goals achieved. And what I've learned from that experience, I needed to change my emotional state while I was spending this money. But as a result of spending this money and investing in myself, because for me, spending money on business class flight in that moment was an investment, stepping into the identity of my goal fulfilled, experiencing the lifestyle of my goal fulfilled. And what was really cool, right on this flight, when I was all this surrounded by this luxury and comfort, I received an idea that created a quantum leap in my business and enrolled 10 new clients just with one post as a result of stepping and spending money where I felt it was right. Now, why am I sharing this to you? Because it's very important to know two things. Number one, the law of circulation, and number two, what energy you should be when you're spending the money. So what is law of circulation? Law of circulation states that just like everything in the world or in the universe, we have planets circulating freely. Our blood is circulating freely. Money should be circulating freely. Now, I'm not talking about overspending and being in debt all the time, but I'm talking about spending when you know it's the right thing for you to do, and at the same time saving proportion of your money and investing wisely. So when let's say, you're making an investment, you are hiring a mentor, or like I was doing it with the business class flight, is spending or money to experience the lifestyle that your next level you would be actually experiencing all the time with your goals fulfilled. Then it's important when you're spending money to be sending out the right energy, to be grateful, to be expectant, and to know that the money is going to come to you. So one of the things that I do in order to have very positive energy while spending, I actually gratitude money. So I speak there's a technique, maybe you've seen that video, it was quite a long time ago. There is a technique that I've learned in terms of actually feeling grateful to money for everything that we do together, right? So money is energy, and you can speak to money just like you're speaking to your best friend or to your spouse. So every time I spend money, I say, thank you, money, for this beautiful, luxurious flight and so much goodness that is going to come out of it. And anytime I go buy grocery shopping, thank you, money, for all these groceries and all the goodness that we're going to have from it. I go to grab a coffee in Starbucks. Thank you, money, for this delicious coffee that we're going to buy. Or I pay bills, or I pay someone their invoice. Thank you, money, for that team member and the beautiful work that they do for me. And when I'm gratituding money, my energy is pure and it's always positive. If you have that slight guilt or maybe fear that money is not going to come back, you're not going to have enough. Typically, this comes from your childhood. Maybe you were observing people around you, fearing to spend money, hoarding money. But what you need to understand is if you're clinging to money, if you're holding on, the energy that you're sending out to the universe is, I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough. Now, we know that the energy you send out is always going to come back to you. So you don't really want to be sending energy that things may not come to you, that the money is not going to flow to you, because then this is what you're going to attract. Now, I know there's many people who grow up in the culture of saving money for the rainy day or hoarding money and not releasing it. The problem is that you're actually putting a lid on how much money can come to you. And unknowingly, you're not attracting to the fullest. So what I would do is really think about it and start acting in accordance to the law of circulation. Start when you're spending, start expressing gratitude to the money that you have, for all the goodness you just purchased, all the goodness that you just paid for, and start expecting the money to come back to you. Now, again, I am not talking about squandering money, about like spending more than you're earning. There is another saving habit which is very important, to be putting proportion. Bob suggests 10% of your income every month, putting it on the side into your savings account and then investing wisely. You definitely want to be good with your money management. You don't want to be spending everything you get or spending more than you get. But if you have that sense of guilt, if you have that sense of unease while spending money, you definitely want to change it, because how you feel while you spend is either attracting more to come to you or repelling the money from you. So I hope this has been of value to you, and you're going to start practicing, because I know that in order to reach the high 6 and 7 figures, I needed to learn that habit, and I needed to retrain my old patterns that I got from my own home that were stopping me from earning what I wanted to earn. So hope you practice and have a fabulous, prosperous week. Take care.